We about to move on because I want to talk about Kevin Hart. Now, I didn't watch the full interview because, to be honest, y'all, I just assumed that once somebody like Kevin Hart get caught banging out a bitch in a hotel room in Vegas with such fever, okay, those little hips was moving. I don't suppose that Kevin is now not cheating just because he got caught up when Aniko was pregnant the first time. No, I just assume that this rich man is learning how to cheat better. Okay. So when Tasha does the interview with his former assistant
machine,
okay, this is the clip
you worked for was the Harts.
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
Aniko Hart.
What made you reach out?
It is a time for Hollywood to hear this story, especially because a lot of people are locked in non-disclosures and they're not able to talk and protect themselves. Mm-hmm. But you have to protect the person you're working for. Where's your protection?
When did things start to turn up around there?
The extortionist. I'm listening to Marrero on the radio in the morning. I almost crashed my car because I heard him say that Kevin's best friend, JT Jackson, had set him up.
In exchange for millions of dollars.
All the charges were dropped against JT, but they weren't dropped against Kevin.
They redug up, I guess, old LGBTQ jokes or something.
Correct.
That he was saying on Twitter, and they wanted him to apologize, and he said, fuck you.
Haley is his publicist, so she called me. She was just like, hey, Maisha, have you spoken to Kevin? I was like, no. I was like, Dave Becky just called me, his manager. Why? And then she was like, the whole Oscar thing Kevin needs to say it.
The machine you worked for was the Harts.
Yes.
Hold up, y'all. I'm about to pull up the whole clip. I'm about to go to Tasha page and pull up the whole clip.
Does Kevin have a gambling problem or something?
Kevin definitely has a gambling problem.
How bad?
Very bad. He spends at least 3 days a week he's gambling. He plays high stake poker. One day, I was sleeping and I had to work in the morning. And I get a call from him and he's like, Maisha. And I was like, hello? And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm asleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was like, oh, okay, well, you think you can come get me? I was like, why? Where are you? Where's Aniko? And he was like, she can't figure out where I'm at because she'll be upset. She knows how he gambles. I asked him, I said, are you drunk? Can you drive yourself home? He was like, I'm drunk. Well, he's been drinking. He's under the influence and he's been driving. And I said, well, which one are you more of? And he said he was more under the influence than he was tired. And I was like, okay. I said, well, in that case, I'll get my daughter up and I'll get ready to come get you. And then he was like, hold on, I have a call on the other line. And he was like, oh, it's Darlene. So he clicked over on the opposite end of the call. And I waited up 15 minutes. The phone hung up and I waited up 15 minutes and I was like, I'm going back to sleep. So the next day in the office, Kevin had on black shades and Darlene was there. She was like, this nigga. And I was like, girl, I said, he had me up in the morning.
What? How much like would he gamble? Like, give me a number like per hand. What the hell? Like, what is it?
I know it was over $1 million. Because I know he borrowed some money from Dave Becky one time, who was his manager.
$1 million?
Yikes. So that was one of the clips. Hold up. Let me see. Cause Aniko responded, but I want to see the clip where they were talking. Yeah, here we go.
So the cheating. What have you witnessed besides everybody seeing the tape? What have you witnessed though, personal assistant?
I witnessed there's a blonde girl who has this pretty curly hair. She's light skinned, skinny. I think she's probably black and white, black and Spanish or something. She has like this fluffy natural hair. He bought her in the office and she drives a Range Rover. That's how I know who it is. And Kevin drives his different cars. She comes into the office and when he introduced her to me, he said that she was his model for Hustle Heart, taking the Hustle Heart supplements and, you know, posting them. Oh,
gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
And what'd you see?
Kevin and I, we shared an office. Kevin bought the entire floor. One side was Laugh Out Loud, one side was Heartbeat. And so he had the office. And then it was this big office, like the size of this room. And right here was my office. Right here was his office. He had a middle table, the conference room, and a bathroom, his dressing room, and a kitchen. I came in one day. I don't know if anything happened, but there was somebody in his office. And I was heading to mine because somebody just put a TV on my wall. Correct. Someone was supposed to put a TV on my wall. And I came in and I walked right back out and I was like, whatever is happening in there, I know it's not good. I didn't see anything, but I left.
You heard noises?
Yes. I don't know what kind of, but it was something happening. I knew who was in there.
Who?
The blonde girl.
Oh, he ain't even in hotel rooms. He said, fuck that. Last time I got caught up in a hotel room, fuck this shit.
And that's why he wanted a shower. And he told his designer that he needed a new couch. And I told his designer, I said he needed a new couch because he wanted to fuck on his couch. That's what he needs it, because the one that you got in there is not comfortable enough to be pounding some cheeks. That's why he needs a new couch.
So
she also said that he got a shower put in his office because he wanted to be able to shower and then go home to Nico. And it was nasty. It was cum all over the place. That's what the lady said. Aniko posted a story amid Kevin Hart's personal assistant interview. The level of I don't give a fuck I reached this year is crazy. That's what Aniko said. The
machine you worked for was...
So I'm assuming that this is true. Like, I'm assuming that he absolutely was cheating. I'm assuming this lady, you know, he probably is gambling. I don't care about that. Like, I don't really care. Like, okay, like, you know. Like, all right, Kevin, be careful, sir. You don't want to gamble away all the church's money now, Kev. But ultimately, yes, y'all, because of that interview, hold up, I'm about to pull it up. Because of that interview, it's now all over the place that Kevin's suing Tasha. Dun dun. Okay. Damn, Tasha. Are we gonna go on tour if you keep getting sued like this? Tasha K is in more legal trouble, child. According to The Blast, Kevin Hart is suing Tasha for allegedly trying to extort him for $200,000. In the legal documents obtained by The Blast, Kevin Hart claims Tasha K sent a representative from her blog to Kevin's team in November 2023. That was just last month, saying that she had an interview with Kevin's former assistant, Maisha Sheikh. And if he didn't want the damaging interview to come out, he had to cough up $250,000. Man, when I tell you she is trying to get Cardi B her money by any means necessary, goddamn it. That's what we mean. Okay? Got to get that $4 million or however much money they say she owe now. He then sent Tasha a cease and desist saying that she did not have permission to discuss any story about him, and he wouldn't be paying her any money. First of all, I don't need your permission to discuss a story about you. I don't need your permission. I can talk about if the lady say this happened, I can basically say this is her word against yours, and this is what she's saying, and put it on my platform. That I'm sure that's what Tasha felt. Okay. Tasha then posted a snippet of the exclusive interview on her page, a move that Kevin and his legal team looked like as a threat. I promise you, if she posted the clip, it's because she planned to release it anyway. So if you thought that was a threat, that was not a threat. That was a promise. By the time the clip is being posted on Instagram and shit, the interview is coming out, money. Okay? That's just what's going to happen. They believe that Tasha was attempting to send a message that if the money wasn't paid, she would release the entire interview. I don't believe that. Just because I feel like Tasha already gonna put your shit out when she put the teaser out. Once she put the teaser out, and what else is there to be said? Kevin, you're cheating. Like, it's not a big deal, Kevin. We figured you were cheating. Okay, we figured that. You're a star, Kevin. You're a millionaire and you're a star. You just finished a comedy tour with fucking Chris Rock, and you have a Netflix movie out right now. Of course, you're cheating on your wife. Like, what? Like, do I look stupid or something like that? Like, I feel like I don't know if this tea is hot enough for the energy that is being given, unless there's some other, you know, wine, as Tasha would say, is there some other wine that we don't know about? Okay. But either way, it says you have already engaged in criminal conduct and tortious acts that could entitle Mr. Hart to monetary damages against you should he elect to commit civil litigation regarding this matter, the lawsuit states. To the extent that you do not cease and desist now, your liability for such monetary damages will increase, as will your exposure to criminal penalties. Kevin also stated in the lawsuit that anything Sheikh said would implicate her because she had to sign an NDA. during her employment. So she did sign an NDA, and she still went on Tasha's channel to spray Kevin's heart. And I just kind of feel like, what else could be damaging besides you cheating? And to me, I feel like the cheating allegation was fucking right. Because Aniko posting she didn't give a fuck makes me feel like 7 whole nights and not a word from you. Like, she already know what it is. Kevin is suing over the most lukewarm, unseasoned tea. That's what it feels like to me. That's what it feels like to me. I'm like, so you suing Tasha for interviewing your assistant that apparently broke her NDA with you over you getting your dick wet? And we know Aniko not going anywhere. Have you seen their house? Have you seen like the life that Aniko gets to live? And Kevin probably ain't beating her ass or nothing like that. He leaves. He's gone. She gets a nice little, allowance. The lady can do whatever the fuck she want to do. Their house is very nice. They have children together. Why would she go anywhere? He wants to be looked at as almost perfect. Well, too sad, so sad. Grab your ass. Nigga, ain't nobody gonna look at you as perfect. Cancel it. Okay? Canceling Christmas in this bitch. Honestly, I feel like he might be suing her because he was mad that the shit even happened. Oh my God. Mr. Brave, get the fuck out of my comments. Sir, please go get on your OnlyFans account. Go masturbate. Get out of my comments. Go bust a nut. Go touch some grass. Go breathe some fresh air. Get out of my comments with that bullshit. Okay? I always told y'all I like Kevin. Kevin's a little asshole. And I like the fact that Kevin can make fun of himself even though he's an asshole. I would not assume that Kevin's being faithful. So I just kind of think this is a big whoop. He really could have let this die down. Him suing her, I think, brings more erroneous attention than it really had to. Like, come on, Kevin. You're making this a bigger deal than it needs to be. Like, we knew you was cheating, nigga. Like, Aniko knows you cheating, nigga. Like, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You got a gambling problem? It depends on how you think about it. Okay, y'all saw Prinky. Y'all saw Ray J wife Princess Love was in the poker tournament of the world. She got out at number 40, I think. Shout out to Prink. Okay. Prink was down to them tables with the shades on and the sweatshirt. I was like, go Prink. Listen, I love when women who've had nothing but a man to worry about most of their lives finally find something that they enjoy doing and focus on themselves. I look forward to those things, even if it's gambling. And I feel like, hey, if anything, the nigga, got money for you to spend. You might as well do something with it, girl. Go gamble. Go gamble. Bonnie, just like you always said, he's charismatic, like most male whores can be. Exactly. Like, I'm not Kevin. Like, Kevin, no one thinks you're faithful. Come on. Come on, cut it out. It's okay. It's fine. They're all doing it. It's okay. All right, let's move on. But I do want to know what's going to happen with that lawsuit. I do want to know what's going to happen. But honestly, I feel like Tasha's in the comments promoting the interview. So that pretty much should let y'all know she don't give a fuck. That's what I'm assuming. I mean, hey, if the Cardi B situation didn't break a bitch, I don't think Kevin Hart will. We'll just have to wait and see.